Testing. Mic good? Mic good? Mic is good. All right. Testing. Why can't I hear the game? There we go. Now I can hear it.
Feeling well rested after some quality shut-eye?
Get this man clean the fuck up.
Hi, Sam.
Let's go to the surface.
Hey, Sam. I have a nightmare question for you. Give it a go.
You are tossing and turning yet again, Sam. Still having nightmares, I presume? You
Of
can
course.
try holding me while you sleep if you like.
Fucking nightmare question.
accepted. Thank you.
Oh wow.
Good evening, Commander. Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility ground.
Exercise caution when traveling at night.
I don't have Mix It Up open, Delorio. I scam these nuts.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take a screenshot of your shit, and you'll get a free one next time. Other than that, I ain't opening up Mix It Up at 4 a.m. You'll get a free one next time. I'll stream, whatever that is. And I say whenever that is, they don't have a set schedule. I stream randomly. Although at this point, that's fucking obvious. Well, nothing. You'll be alright.
Your cargo's at its breaking point.
What do you mean? Oh. Bro, that's not my cargo. Yeah. Yeah. You're appalled, you'll be okay. You done show up, who's next? Right, Drake? Draggers? Fucking guy with two names? Who else is about to show up randomly? Deloria, I'm not going through this with you. You'll be okay.
That's the place, huh?
You can't process this? Oh no. Oh no. You'll be okay. I know it's hard. I know it's hard. But you'll be okay.
Oh. Hey, you actually made it here, huh? Or am I just imagining things? Right. Now check that cargo of yours. Now that is in downright perfect condition. I can't believe it. Truth be told, been waiting a long time for this moment. But I always knew you'd come my way.
Please don't scam. Oh no. Oh no.
Go ahead and use your Cupid to get me online.
It looks like I'm gonna scam you, buddy. Sorry. Why did I scam you? The real question is, why did you let yourself get scammed?
Now displaying your current porter grade.
All right. Connected to the
86 hours, damn.
network, which means I can finally start fixing up this observatory. In case you haven't heard, we've been seeing an increase in chiral density in every region as the network has expanded. More instances of strange phenomena outside network coverage, too. And I've been told this is indicative of plate gate emergence. You know, after being alone all this time, I wasn't sure I'd be able to stay the course. Till you arrived with that life-saving
Play to
contact.
redeem?
Should be all set to hold down the fort now.
How about no?
Not exactly a one-man job, but I'll do my team proud. Oh, I've shared schematics for an oxygen mask with you. I'll help you stay active in areas where the air's thin. Personally, I'd recommend you wear one at all times when you're in my neck of the woods. Tar current fluctuations and whatnot. Mostly in the eastern part of the continent and elevated regions. Going forward, I'll also be paying very close attention to signs of plate gate emergence. Unfortunately, the chiral cloud layer has been gradually descending ever since I got here. Everyone was suffering from exposure, and I'm the only one who stuck around. You're the first friendly face that I've seen in a minute.
No redeem.
You know, at high altitudes, on mountains, like this one, for example. And if you climb above the cloud layer, you've got even less oxygen to breathe. Saps your energy even if you're not doing anything strenuous. Over time, you'll cover less distance and be at increased risk of slipping and falling. It's a good idea to wear your oxygen mask to help you stay strong and sharp.
This is stealing? Oh no. Oh no.
Mother Nature won't show you any mercy around these parts. The biting cold.
Whatsoever show you do, it's not like, you know,
Stop your progress.
you can get a free one next time I stream. Oh no.
Prepared for the journey ahead. By the way, the aeronautical engineer who lives northwest of here just posted a sub order for you. Seems something at the Ghost Mech factory's got him all hot and bothered. Help him out and he might hook you up with some useful gear. In any case, I hope you'll come visit me here again sometime. I understand
No
it's a lot
redeem.
to ask folks to make the trip on a regular basis. But that's why I'm hoping I can offer you stuff that'll be of use in hazardous conditions like these. Keep on keeping on, man. And thanks again for all your help.
Keep on
This
keeping
is the
on.
President, Sam. Chiral network coverage has just passed the 75% milestone here in Australia. The next leg of your journey will take you to the southern part of the continent. Once the remaining regions have been integrated into the network, the manifestation of a new plate gate is all but guaranteed.
Tell him.
Marshal your strength
The
to
fuck?
overcome the final hurdles and make this continent whole again. We're all counting on you.
Sam, Rainey's not doing so great. It might be more of a mental than a physical issue, but I'm honestly not sure. Do you remember the doctor from the Motherhood? We think she should be able to help ease Rainey's anxieties. It was Tommen's idea. We already reached out, and she said we could come visit anytime. Since the Motherhood's within the Chiron network, we can use the Magellan to travel there. Once you've made it back to the ship, just head to your private room and settle in. You can use the trip to catch up on sleep. But if there's anything you need to take care of before we depart, now would be the time to do so.
Sam, I'm contacting you via a different protocol. This private mode affords me a direct connection to you alone. It seems Drawbridge has reason to suspect that APAC may have been involved in the production of ghost mechs. This possibility concerned me as well, so I conducted my own investigation and reaffirmed that APAC's underlying technologies are iterations of an older Bridges framework. What I'm getting at, Sam, is that the guilty party is not APAC, but Bridges. Which is to say, the UCA may also have some involvement with ghost mech production. This would perhaps explain why firearms and other weapons have become commonplace on the Australian continent. The UCA's precursor, the United States of America, had a prominent gun culture. Though Americans first took up arms to liberate themselves from British colonial rule, they retained the right to bear arms so that they might defend themselves against future government tyranny. APAC has no such designs, of course, but Higgs has used factories to obtain weapons in an attempt to subjugate the continent through violent action. And so, the people of Australia have, in response, been forced to take up arms in self-defense. A distinctly American philosophy, and one which would appear to have spread to this continent. The more we seek to unite the people with metaphorical ropes, the more essential sticks seem to become. This particular situation is one that I feared might come to pass, which is precisely why I determined that it must not be the UCA, but a civilian organization which takes the lead in expanding chiral infrastructure. But if the UCA is indeed somehow implicated in these events, it may dramatically alter the calculus. I realize it must be vexing not knowing what to believe, Sam. Should I learn more, I'll contact you at once. For my part, I have a favor to ask. I must insist you not disclose that we've been in direct contact. There's no telling who may be involved with what at this stage.
Order completed. Well done.
Oh, if I'm heading down there, fuck all that. If I'm heading down there, bro, I'm getting a skateboard. Let me get this. Let me get the coffin board too. So,
Order accepted. Thank you.
I'll leave that there for now. Am I being bothered? Yes. Yes, I am. I told Delorio. I told Delorio he'll get his redeem next time I stream. I just don't feel like starting to mix it up right now.
Very impressive work, Sam.
I need your help. There's some cargo that needs to be addressed to me that I'd like you to fetch. So I would have to go and visit him to get the stealing is common, I see. Mods, you know what to do. Y'all know what to do. Oh my god, skeleton finish. Wow. Not with all this fucking snow. Fuck that. Let's see, can I make it? Yeah. Oh no, not a million seconds. Oh god, how long is that? Sweet. Oh god. For 7.
Thank you, Sam. Please take measures to withstand the cold. Please take measures to withstand the cold. Please give it your all.
Could have just made a hoverboard and fucking truck, but I didn't feel like it. Especially when I was already up there. Alright, where the fuck do we need to go? Other than that, did I not pick up the quest? No, I did. Oh god. I need that. Let me get that. When are you gonna learn your lesson, Delorean? Or better yet, here. I can turn on mix it up, but I can just disable the fucking command for now. Or the redeem. You can keep redeeming it, but it ain't gonna play. Although the next time you get timed out, I'm leaving that up to Gwen. Four people watching right now. Oh no. I guess we all got insomnia, huh? Let's see. Which one is it? Don't redeem this. Yeah, turn it off for now. I redeemed it twice, it should play twice. Damn, that's crazy. You're right, it should play twice. The only thing is, it didn't, man. It didn't. You know, it didn't. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. Looks like you'll just have to wait until the next stream. Shame. Shame. Such a shame, I know. Well, it's a hard task to deal with, but you know, you'll get through it. You'll get through it. I had a bad feeling about this. Of course, there's BT's here. The aeronautical engineer. Lone commander, running there, going back to the lone commander. No, you know what? You know what? Let me see. Let me think. That's not it. That's not it. Oh. No, what? Take me to hell. Take me to hell. I ain't got nothing to lose. I ain't got nothing for it now. Come on. I'm looking for a fight. But how long y'all gonna drag me? I didn't capture this man. Oh, we got 3 of them. Oh my god. Oh my god. Me, nigga. I'm dead. 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 I just thought about it. I'm not alone. Fuck. Fuck. If I run out of ammo here, I'm fucked. I didn't bring shit with me. Oh, you bitch! Why did you duck? You fucking whore.
Oh boy, that must hurt.
Oh shit, dog, man. Oh shit. Thank God. It still doesn't flare up. Well, I turned it on and not play redeem. Kojima would have redeem also. I don't give a fuck what Kojima could have. You will live. Tough titties, big dog. Tough titties. Did I get it? I did get it. I got 4 of them. Oh, bro, I'm over here complaining about weapons. They got fucking weapons in the facility. I don't know what to do. My fucking battery. Look at all these fucking weapons lying on the ground.
All right, we got it. Let's deliver the cargo to the aeronautical engineer.
That's it? I got a grenade launcher? Just sitting there. Oh well. You don't think you'll live? Oh no. Oh no. That's too bad. Shame. Unfortunately, we can't always get what we want. You know? Shit happens. Life sucks. Then you die. Fuck is that? Oh. Who's closer? The guy I need to go to. What would Sam do? Sam wouldn't care. This is like this is right now this is like DSP at the fucking comic store, and he's begging his parents for him to buy that Wolverine toy. It just looks like you're not getting a Wolverine toy this time, Delorio. I'm sorry. Well, we'll get it. I'll get it for you some other time, but I'm not doing it today. Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, no.
The coffin board cannot be used as a mode of
Oh, fuck you.
network.
And then I ran out of food stamps at a Wolverine store like you. I didn't run out of fucking food stamps. If anything, you just keep begging, and I'm gonna keep telling you no. No, that's how the cookie crumbles. Well, this is gonna fucking suck because I ain't got no energy. And I didn't think to fucking recharge. Unless I can switch to the other skeleton. No. It wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter. I know Linda did not run out of Wolverine. Linda did not run out of food stamps. She told baby Philip, like I'm telling you, Delorio, no. I'll get it for you some other time, just not right now. I feel like I should have brought a fucking truck with me. This is the worst. I should have fucking definitely should have charged up. Let's see. What can we watch while we're making this long trek up the mountain? Let me see. Need the window capture. Let's play the Redeem. That's an idea. Nah. Nah, nah. I don't think that's a good idea. I watched one VTuber video or another and motherfucking recommendations. I used to play Our World. What's this? Hold on. I'm actually interested in this. I used to play this. Where's dragons when you need them? Sleeping.
we did have a ton of virtual worlds ourselves, the number that were accessible and known to UK kids was nothing compared to that in the US. For
That's right. Let's just sit here for a second and meditate.
So if that is
Oh, my
something
bad.
you don't
That's my
want to
fault.
right now, you can skip this video
That's my
completely,
fault.
or I will leave the timestamps in, and I will definitely warn you when I start talking about them. Also, we are going through a heat wave in the UK
primitive
at the moment.
mechanism.
I have my window open. There is building works literally going on just behind my building. And as usual, I always ask at the beginning of my videos that if you do find yourself enjoying today's content at any point, that you consider dropping it a like and subscribing to see many, many more videos just like this one. But without further ado, let's jump straight on into the history of our world.
Yeah, you know what?
Our journey in
You want the
2006
redeem to play?
could be argued.
Here, I got your redeem. Here you go. I got your redeem right here. Got your redeem right here.
The start of the golden
There you
age
go.
of
There's your redeem.
gaming. As we look at more and more games like Our World and social MMOs, there does seem to be an emerging pattern of business people with some backing trading out their initial ventures or positions to chase after the tech moneymaker of the time, which was online games. It's kind of
So
crazy
let's
to me
do.
in retrospective that
What's the
virtual
redeem called? It
worlds
just
and
happened. You didn't see
online
it?
games had such a grip on not just the gaming industry, but the like tech industry as a whole. And as
I
much
wonder
as
if I can
I
still
get
sign
that
into my
it's
Our World
confused
account.
to see why so many people were trading out their initial
Although the last
businesses,
time I
the
did
best
get on, they
opportunity to
fucking the
gain
website's not
seems
shut down.
now
It's just you
when
can't
things
sign
are
into the
tight
website
and
anymore.
huge
Gotta download a
businesses,
whole different
especially that
fucking
have
program to
such
fucking log into the
big
website.
in terms
Or
of
to log into the
marketing,
game, I should say.
branding, and finding new avenues.
And the last time I did log in, the fucking shit was dead, bro. Just completely fucking dead. Like there was nobody online like that. And I started playing fucking Our World when I was in like I think I got into it probably somewhere in fifth grade. No, it had to have been at least fifth or sixth grade when I first fucking got into it. I don't know how the fuck I found it, but I found it, and I was playing that for like a few years, 2, 3 years at least. Met one chick from fucking Australia. Met another chick from a different country. Fucking Cicero, I believe she said it was the name of the country. Fucking Cicero. No, that's the name of a bird, she said. Never mind. That's not it. I fucking forgot what country she said she was from. Might have been the Dominican Republic. And I met some other dude that fucking, I think lives out here in the fucking States somewhere. And out of two of those three people, I only have contact with like fucking two of them. But have I ever signed into playtheredeem.com? I have signed into this. Let's see. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Oh, no. What happened? Oh no, Gwen, what did you do? Oh no, Gwen. Oh no.
Of getting new customers. Obviously, virtual worlds had the potential to be incredibly lucrative on their own, but when these big companies started coming in and doing marketing campaigns through them, it really did inflate this and brought a lot of people into this industry with their own virtual worlds and new ideas.
Free
For example,
Delorio,
the
no.
developer of Our World was created with this intention by
I
Derek
told him he
Martin
would get
and
his
Chris
redeem next
Wilson with a
stream.
community-first
He
philosophy.
doesn't
Just
want
over a
that,
year of
so you
development,
know, I
January
can't help him.
2007, and in just over a year of development, the game was released as a public beta in April 2008. It was set to be managed by K2 Network, who would deal with all of the behind-the-scenes logistical stuff while the site was running. They did have
Well,
a
you look
lot
at
of
that.
other huge MMOs underneath their wing, so they were very, very experienced in what they were being set out to do. Our World was also backed
That
by
was a waste of a
with
ladder.
funding from Intel Capital, angel investors, and interestingly enough, the creators of Skype. Now, on release, a lot of response from the tech and gaming industry to Our World was actually very underwhelming. And I think this is most likely due to the fact that the virtual world and social MMO catalog was becoming very, very oversaturated. Understandingly as well, people really struggle to see how combining casual flash games and the virtual world could be beneficial for Our World and Flowplay. Serafina Brennan comments on this. Flowplay is confusing us as to how they will grab people into their world with casual games. There is also the hurdle of players knowing that they could play these games on newgrounds.com. And many other sites just like
Play
this.
Newgrounds
For
in some
example,
years either.
Casual
God
Games
damn.
or Miniclip or even Girls Go Games were three very, very popular
Next
sites
stream
at the
turns into
time
next
that
month
had
and
lots
bye
of
bye, it never
users and were
happens.
allowing players to access a bucket load of casual games. And I know casual games were not the sole focus of Our World, but initially it seems that it was a big selling point for Flowplay as to how Our World was different from other sites.
Yeah, as long as you
They spoke
remember
about
it,
this as
you'll
well,
get
and
your
they
free
spoke about
redeem.
how they
Who
appreciated
cares how
the
long? Who
design
cares when the
and
next
also
stream
the
is? You'll get
performance
your redeem
of
whenever the next
Dynamo,
stream is.
especially given the amount of competitors that were emerging within.
Whether
Actually,
it's the
as
next
mentioned,
day,
even
the next
specifically
month, or the next
outside of
century,
online, Flowplay
you'll
themselves,
still get your
specifically
redeem.
Derek Morton, commented on how
All
they
you have
believe
to
in the
do
longevity
is
of
wait.
their new business. As entrepreneurs, we set out with big ideas and ambitions, but little certainty about the reality of our long-term viability. But despite worries and concerns, Our World would release in 2009 and hit the
And I know
fastest
you're
growing screen
trolling, but you
within
know,
the
trolling can only go so
industry.
far.
So to see why
Oh
it was so
God.
popular, let's take a deeper and more detailed look at the game itself.
Please stop, please stop, please stop, please
As a
stop,
social
please stop.
MMO, Our World was packed with things to do. We will get into these different assets individually, but first let's take a look at the lore and visual design of the game. Our World actually has similar world building and lore to Fantage in that it is set on multiple floating islands, and these act as the individual environments that players can visit. In Our World, according to this game lore journal entry, Azia. I'm going to choose to pronounce it as Azia. I don't know if it's Azia. Apologies. From Downworld, like Earth, founded a substance named Flow. They literally injected this into the ground of Downworld, which then created the distinct islands that make up our world. Basically,
Yes,
they just took
yes.
their favorite parts of essentially
That's what he's
Earth
been up
and
to for the
literally just
last hour.
problem solved.
Begging for a
Maybe just
redeem. I
instead of
told him he'll
doing
get the
that,
next
maybe just
stream.
like separate the different countries, take them out, and then that's it. We're not moving to Mars. We're creating new planets. Azia is kind of presented as a very smart or like scientist-like character, and they basically are the pioneers and creators of
You
our
mean, I
world.
mean, you could just
And
play
she
the redeem?
literally
I
is just
could,
like fun
but
and
I don't feel like
playful
listening to
about
Scott
us and
songs.
teenagers basically of Downworld expressing themselves how they wanted and having a great time
I just
while
don't feel like
creating
hearing
this.
fucking
At the same
Scott
time,
and his
this
trash
also
ass
leaves an
freestyles.
individual player. But we already know that Our World's initial standout feature and selling point was that it was specifically focused on performing as an online social environment integrated with casual gaming. And if you watched my Cake Mania video, you will know how in the mid-2000s, even in the early 2000s, the casual gaming market gained unprecedented growth. So the fact that they did this and combined the popular virtual world with the casual games is kind of predictable, but also kind of smart. According to Flowplay, they featured over 200 games covering tons of genres. Action games like Raft Wars, which was one of my favorite Flash games that I played. Puzzle games like Buried Alive, matching games like Bejeweled, and strategy games like Trade Winds, who I didn't realize that was a Flash game. Not only did they actually feature casual games and Flash games in their site, they also had in-game crossovers with the aforementioned Cake Mania
No!
and Dynadash. And even though, as I discussed, the Flowplay site argues that the combination of Flash games and the virtual worlds was a big part of its success, I actually think there is a totally different reason as to why the site was attractive to its target audience. The first thing I personally noticed about our world was its visual style and design. And please don't be cross at me for this, but I'm not the biggest fan of the art style that our world has. It's very busy, it's very loud. I love the promotional art that they have. The characters on the banner of our world look really, really cool, and they give a sort of anime, mid-2000s cartoony vibe to them, kind of like Cartoon Networky. And this in itself is really, really appealing to me personally, and I can imagine a lot of other people.
that
Maybe
better?
it's just because I'm an adult looking back at this. When you actually go into the game and you compare the NPCs in game to their promotional art counterpart, it just falls so flat. But on the flip side, I'm not a game developer, but I can understand logistically and resources
I could
why
play
they
it,
did
or
this.
you
And
could
they
save it up
definitely redeem
and get a
themselves
free one
in
next
other
stream.
ways, specifically with the clothing and fashion, which again we will talk about in more
Just come into
detail a
the
little bit
stream
later
and
on.
remind me
Looking
next
at
time and he'll
avatar
get it.
creation, they are fairly simple to make initially. Besides the avatars, I do really like the seasonal decor that our world did. And I always love a virtual world that when there is a seasonal event going on, it goes over the top with the decorations,
I'd
changes
rather
every
enjoy
aspect of the
my
site that they can, and specific.
I'd rather enjoy my Death Stranding without. Fuck me. That's what I get for not paying attention. This is what I get for not paying attention. Fuck. I'd rather enjoy my Death Stranding without retardation. I don't feel like hearing retarded ass fucking Scott freestyles right now. I want to climb up this shitty fucking mountain without having to listen to Scott freestyle over a crappy song.
Halloween for our world was really, really nice to look at. It's really reminiscent of 2000s childhood Halloween decorations and the vibe that came with Halloween as a kid. No matter how I feel though, I can understand why some people and fans of our world would enjoy the environment and setup of the site. And this in particular is the thing which I think, other than the Flash game inclusion, really did help our world stand out and be popular with its target audience. The vibes and aesthetic really remind me of Mies, and it has a tone where it's mature enough to be cool, but not mature so much that it's exclusively only appealing to adults. It's a hard balance to reach in obviously making something appropriate for that awkward age gap between 13 and 17, where you change so much in those 4 years, and to hit that theming correctly is a tricky one. And I think Flowplay did do this really, really well. It feels way maturer than Moshi Monsters or Club Penguin or Bin Weevils. The second thing I picked up on, other than the environment, was the crazy amount of stuff that there is to just do in our world. I feel like probably in terms of scale, it's quite similar to Club Penguin in that each different environment has specific activities or games that you can engage in, characters to talk to. But I feel like our world has a specific amount of world building, which helps flesh this out and make it feel way more immersive. So our world features numerous locations. I think there's 8 in all. These are Boardwalk, which is where the player first spawns and kind of acts as an introductory environment for players. There's also the Pier, Soho, Electric Avenue, Wonderland, Nevermore, Beat Street, and Vegas World. Each of these is distinct and has its own environment and theming, roleplay areas, accessible games, shops, and native NPCs who can also give players quests or
God damn
missions.
it.
As it goes in other social MMOs too, these
Fucking hate
environments
the
are also
mountains.
available for players to just stand and chat in and interact with other players. I specifically like that each area has
Oh,
a
I
shop and
knew I should have brought a
NPC
fucking
then
truck, or at least
associated
a
with it.
bike.
I think it adds another
I
layer of
knew I should have
detail
drove a truck
and
over there.
life to our world that allows players to align with specific environments and interests,
I
sort
swear
of
if I get
hitting
jumped
that
by a
part
BT,
of development and
I'm
like
gonna fucking
adolescence
lose
where
my
you're kind of
shit.
finding yourselves and your interests. And virtual worlds could be a safe environment for people who felt like they couldn't express themselves truthfully in real life. They then could in these virtual spaces. The huge world to explore, the NPCs to engage with, and the vast amount of activities to take part in were a big
fucking
draw
joking.
for players of our world. But one of the biggest things is definitely more material.
Oh, I could have made this so much easier for myself. I just
Our world's biggest element by far was undoubtedly its fashion
Oh, it
and
would have been
clothing.
so much
Hair,
easier if I would have
tops,
just came back
bottoms,
up here
one
and then.
pieces, coats, shoes, gloves, and all other
Oh, I just made it
accessories were
harder for
all
myself.
purchasable in-game through 8 shops.
Lovely.
These were defined by a specific
Lovely.
style, each of them having their own one. For example, Colette's shop, Sugarstar, sold more feminine pieces, and Edwin's Skeleton Key was more dark and emo. And there were thousands of items available for players to access and purchase
I wish this video
in-game.
had some
According to
background
Flowplay
music.
themselves, there
That's
were
just
over
me.
32,000 virtual goods in the whole game. And I feel like you'd assume, from an outside perspective, at that rate of production over however many years our world existed, that the quality would be kind of subpar and would
Shouldn't
be
have gave up.
passable, but nothing to like write home about. I think this might be one of the most consistent but varied availability of fashion in any social MMO that I have looked at. Obviously, a 2D outfit is a lot easier to produce than a 3D one. Some of these pieces are incredibly
I
detailed
wonder if I still
and
have
also
emails
from
from
really
fucking
like
playing this
niche
shit.
interests.
I mean, probably
You
resetting
can
my
really
password
tell
multiple times
that
because I done forgot.
the clothing and fashion
What the fuck
elements
is my
of our
phone?
world was something that Flowplay invested in. And because of this as well, I think you can really tell that Flowplay had a really good understanding of exactly who they were targeting their game to. I think there was a really big potential to be incredibly lazy with the clothing in this game, and I think a lot of this is obviously due to the players who created the outfits. Other than player testimony, there are a few elements that, other than my understanding of the site, that support
Well, the last email
how
I got from Our
popular
World was in
and
2020.
big part of our world that fashion and clothing was. The inclusion of the photo booth for users to share outfits
That was
in
the fucking
and
change my
outside of the
password.
game, and player-run fashion shows being a very popular pastime on the site. Individual players hosted themed competitions for a prize, which was usually a small amount of gems and a piece of clothing. There was a lot of creativity going on here from both the hosts who were coming up with the competition theming, but then also the entrants who came up with their, obviously, like, outfits to enter into the competitions. This shows exactly how passionate players were about their avatars and the fashion of the game. As expected, this fashion and clothing did not come for free. There are essentially 3 different types of currency in our world: flow, gems, and coins. Admittedly, flow isn't a currency. You can't buy furniture
Flow
or
is the shit that
pets
you
or
use to fucking
clothing
level
with
up.
it, but you could exchange it for coins, or you could exchange it for XP to level up. It was earned by
Yeah,
interacting with the environment, like going on the diving board, playing mini-games, or buying a flow shovel. There were also cheat codes available to increase the amount of daily flow that was received by players.
Yeah,
In
fucking
terms
a
of
new
actual
cheat code
currency
damn
that
near
players
every
would use
week.
to buy items in-game, coins were earned by playing games, selling items,
To get
or
fucking
winning
free
contests,
XP
and
and damn near
gems were the
fucking
premium
gems.
currency purchasable with real money, gift cards, or weekly gem codes, which were a big thing that players were like really hyped about and discussed online. There was even whole websites dedicated to people posting the codes like as soon as they were released so that as many people could access free gems as possible. You could also watch adverts, which is such a nostalgic thing for me. I used to be a really big fan of Sims Freeplay, which I'm actually planning about making a video on, because the fact that that game is still running and is lucrative is wild to me. You could watch adverts to earn gems, you could like basically share and
God.
market the site for free gems. There was many ways that you could do this. Surprisingly, the price of gems and coins stayed pretty stable over our world's entire lifetime.
Right.
Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is
Fucking finally made it up the goddamn mountain.
Access the delivery terminal to process your...
Must have been quite the ordeal hauling yourself up here. I salute your dedication. You found
I
the cargo
paused
I
it.
asked you to recover.
Give me a second. It'll
I'll
be
go ahead
back.
and take stock of what you brought. Quite possibly a perfect delivery. This cargo doesn't even look like it's been outside. Your assistance has ensured that I have what I need to carry out my research. I hope I can
Fuck
rely
you.
on your
How
help
about that?
again. Go ahead and link me up with your Cupid. If the network's as amazing as everyone says it is, then I'll want in.
Floating sentry dome?
now displaying your current porter grade.
Find any examples or any players expressing frustration at like spikes or inflations at any point. If you did play the game and you know that this did happen, obviously please do let me know. But I couldn't find any examples of it on.
The computational capabilities are far beyond what I anticipated. Amazing. Oh, and it's already yielded a useful result. Let me share this data with you. It's for a float, toss it, and since it fired. But that's not all. I've refined the design of the cargo catapult so that you yourself can climb inside. A useful option if you... Thanks
I
again.
don't feel like talking to you,
glad
bro.
for me. You've given me a renewed hope for the future of my work here. Come visit me again. Maybe I can find a way to make your work easier too.
What I press fuck?
Line. And what's a social MMO without a class system? So there were two forms of paid membership in our world, Residency and Zoe's Club, with the latter being the more exclusive. Residency was either purchased with real money or with gems. According to the Our World wiki, Residency passes were either monthly payments of $5.99, 1 month prepaid for
Goddamn, I had to
$10,
collect
or
that,
12
man.
months for
Now everything is fucking
$49.99 online. And interestingly, they also offered Residency memberships in-game for gems and enabled players to trade Residency. When you buy a pass or a membership in-game with gems, it does lessen the amount of privileges you get, but it's also a nice way for people who don't have like high household incomes to be able to get in and involved with that more like premium side of virtual worlds. But I can also see how people could use it as leverage or blackmail over another player, which you might think I'm being dramatic, but... And with Residency, you could get an amount of gems depending on which type of pass you purchased, a larger condo, which I think was called a Mondo condo, one item for it per month, so like furniture for your condo or wallpaper or whatever, the ability to trade with fees and host parties, access to exclusive areas like the beach and Soho Park, and the ability to level up faster through double flow earnings. Zoe's Club had either a monthly subscription of $20 or 1 month prepaid for $30. I think they did introduce yearly payments at some point of $199, which is a lot, but honestly doesn't even shock me compared to Line Play's amounts. There was also the ability to buy a Zoe's Club membership with 600 gems in-game, or you could also trade it. You didn't get any gem allowance if you did it this way, but you got access to all of the other privileges, which I guess kind of makes sense because you're not actively spending like real world money on the game, so obviously they're not going to give you the premium currency,
fuck
but I
me.
feel like they could
I
have still
shouldn't-
given you a little bit. With a Zoe's Club membership, you get a large amount of gems per month, no fees on trading, an exclusive auction place to trade, a platinum star marker next to your player name, a 100% permanent flow boost, you could have groups of up to 8 players, access to Zoe's Club shop, which had limited or discounted items, along with the previously mentioned exclusive areas. Now, neither do I feel that the price of currency or for membership was extortionate or like really cheap. It's kind of like
Shouldn't have
a
did that.
nice middle ground that isn't like, it doesn't feel like it's extremely overcharging players. I do appreciate that they had
So,
the
I don't
separate
know
tiers, so they either had
the fucking
residency or
means
Zoe's
to
Club,
get
which
back up
enables
here.
people to access the premium side of the game at different price points. Naturally, as does come with class systems, it does create entitlement and elitism, which I don't think was a huge thing with the membership specifically. I think it happened in a different way, which we'll talk about in a little bit. I also feel like there is less like sneakiness with the selling tactics and marketing. There is a little bit of me that is a bit weirded out by the prepaid thing, where you get a bigger amount of gems instantly than if you do the like rolling monthly subscription, which you'd think it would be the other way around, that they would give you more gems if you like signed up for a subscription and were therefore likely to spend more money. But then I also do understand that the prepaid membership was like $10 more expensive, so if someone buys a prepaid membership every month, they're obviously going to spend more money than if they're on the rolling subscription. And this doesn't necessarily mean that I agree with freemium models, microtransaction heavy games. By all means, I am not, but it's nice to see that they weren't
Fucking land.
overcharging players by a crazy amount. I feel like now anything is going to seem like a nice amount compared to Line Play. Bless that game, because now that I've looked at it, everything is just going to be compared to it after how expensive that game was. There was kind of a gacha element with Our World. Our World was literally hitting all of the points that you could hit for a virtual world. They had mystery boxes, and I don't think they were pushed very heavy in the game. They were definitely an element of the game that people took part in and spent money on, but they weren't like huge. Like you could buy fashion pieces from the shops, which were easily accessible. Like you didn't have to do mystery boxes in order to get new pieces. We're now going to move on to player experience and progression in Our World, and this is like a overall look at all of the little elements that came together and things that players could do in Our World to make the experience as a player. Leveling up is quite a big part of Our World, and obviously is a feature that we see across a ton of games, and not just MMOs specifically, but in MMOs they were a way to kind of keep players active and to encourage them to play more and do more in order to have more. It is also nice with the leveling up in Our World in that with each level you unlock different items. So you unlock a different dance move with each one. Like I know the animations of Our World were quite a big
This fucking dude. God damn. Oh my god.
Good morning, Sam. The DHV Magellan is currently docked near the
His
Motherhood
fucking
Shore.
fingers are black.
An escort arrived a little while ago to
And
take
it's...
Rainey
Oh
inside.
my god.
The doctor has requested to see you as well. Head on over whenever you feel ready.
Jesus. Talk to the doctor at the motherhood, bro. That's the least of my worries right now. I got fucking frostbite. Is this man taking a cold shower after we just came out the fucking snow? Things are still black, I guarantee you. Oh no. Frostbite and sunburn. Ain't that some shit? No, Draggers, no. The redeem is off, Draggers. Why are you here at 5 a.m. in the morning, Draggers?
Element of the game that players loved. There was also vehicles that you could unlock which didn't have a specific boost. Like, they didn't help the player at all. They were just kind of like a cosmetic thing. But it's nice that with the in-game leveling up, if a player couldn't or chose not
It's snowing over here too?
purchase a membership that gave them
Oh,
that premium
fuck
experience,
me.
they could have the sort of exclusivity and the feel of that through leveling up instead. It's interesting to see the duality of having levels but also membership and having them kind of like battle out to see which
The mark
one
of
will
my
have
dignity
more
shall
influence.
scar
Because
thy
in a lot of other
miserable
social
DNA.
worlds,
Redeem
like I
these
know in
nuts.
Club
You want
Penguin,
the gold? Well,
if
we're
you're
not
a
getting the
VIP,
gold. You get
that
the
was a
gold
pretty
next
big
stream.
thing. Much of it was because
Close your eyes. It's okay. You can trust me.
Shut up, Delaware. What?
It's a healthy baby girl. She's beautiful.
Something's about to happen. I got a bad feeling about this.
Okay, coming up on 3 minutes. Someone needs to go home.
Jello, sweet.
Waves? Yes, they are. Your womb is connected to a beach. Now, open your eyes. Rainy, the child you're carrying is not dead. It's just that time has stopped in your womb.
Give me 1 second. Fuck me. Not 2 seconds. If you can wait till the next stream, you will get your redeem. You keep begging me about it, you're not gonna get shit.
Your daughter and her mother are in perfect health.
I like having you around, Delorio. I like having you around. You're funny sometimes, but please
When the
stop asking about the
balance
redeem.
between our world and
Please.
the beach is finally restored,
Oh my
you
god.
will give birth. There's nothing to worry about. Come on. All in due time. So wait and have faith that you and your child...
Peace out. Yeah, what's the names?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What about you?
Okay, with two Dwights is
Someday I'll have a
savage.
son, but until then I get to see him once a month. It'll all work out
Yeah.
for all of us.
Sorry, but would it be all right if I took another look at your pod?
Give me 1 second.
Okay, I'll head back first.
The thing is, when I did my examination on your pod, I got the strangest feeling. The BB in that pod was there far longer than any typical BB. I'd like to check your pod's production number. If it's an official model, it'll have one inscribed on it.
I can tell you right now, there's no number written on it.
No, it wouldn't be on the outside. It would be inscribed on the inner wall. Now, you can't open a pod without endangering the BB's life, but there is a way that we can peek inside.
This is the first.
See? Right there. See, a pod's production number is a record of when the occupant was transferred from the still mother's womb. Sort of like a BB's date of birth.
Impossible. 11 years ago. On the very same day as the Void Out.
Lou's date of birth was 11 years ago.
And not just that, the serial number is BB00, which would make Lou one of the first test subjects.
Yeah, that would appear to be the case, yes.
If we scour the archives for any mention of BB00, there's a chance we might learn more about Lou's past.
You really should try and put this behind you.
Well, I should probably turn it up. Oh no,
And
I think it's high
digging up
enough.
the past won't help.
I think it's time we return to the DHV Magellan. You know, Sam, seeing as you've come so very far, you should take a moment to see to any unfinished business before you commit to new obligations.
Feels good.
Go ahead and do what you gotta do. Cause I'm over here typing in all the wrong shit. Alright. I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna leave it like that to the shooting ends. Okay. Can we move these units ever now? We can. Forward.
Cosmetic, and you would see people with these items that you know with the IP walking around, and you'd know what they were, and that was quite a big thing. Whereas with leveling up, the higher a level a player is, I guess the more kind of like respect you have for them if you're a big fan of the game. Areas of the map were also locked until specific levels. The Pier and Soho were unlocked at level 2, Electric Avenue at 6, Wonderland at 8, Nevermore at 10, Beat Street at 12, and finally Vegas World at level 14. This is a strategic system, definitely. I think it helps to work as a tutorial and encourages players to explore and access all parts of the site with the like excitement of unlocking a new place and being able to explore a new place. But it also retains players very well. Kind of drip feeding the content of a site is good at allowing players to build up a community and relationship and connection with the game before they've had a chance to explore everything and kind of run that initial excitement and motivation dry. And the true fans of our world seem to have a really deep connection with the site. A lot of people outside of the game would go on and create their own content. Now, this isn't specific to our world alone, but I think with our world, I've seen the most amount of like big content creators than I've seen with any other site. For example, there was Donny Pie, who I think is one of the biggest creators I've seen, who I know they have their own drama, and I think they were banned from the site for saying something inappropriate. I'm not sure, we're not getting into it. Smiley Freak, who their content has been invaluable. Without their videos, I could not have made this video, so thank you so much. And also Miss Random Kelly. These were three like pretty big creators who had quite a large following and pretty like consistent content coming up from our world. Other than like big content creators, there was also smaller creators who would make music videos, story times, there was blogs, information websites, which also have been so helpful, not to mention of course the wiki pages, which are created by like fans and experienced players of the game. There was so much going on outside of our world, similar to other sites. Just the sheer amount of content and blogs and websites that popped up whilst I was researching is a testament to just how loved and passionate people were about the game. As an MMO, obviously socializing was a big part of the player experience. Players were actually encouraged to form essentially co-ops or crews, which would boost in-game earnings of flow or currency. Crews were like basically little communities that enabled players to form online groups, which as much as it had a positive effect, I think also encouraged pack mentality and entitlement and exclusivity. Like there were some people who you can tell spent way too much time online and took their groups way too seriously. There's also other groups that had basically trailers advertising people to join their group or crew, like the Sovereign crew. You could also send hearts to players, which I think you had like 1 heart that you could give to one person, and players could also earn popularity points by, I think, giving gifts or receiving gifts or both. I'm not sure which way it worked. Fleshing out the player experience further, as is often seen across many social MMOs, is role-playing. It just seems to be a common thing that people who join virtual worlds enjoy. Role-playing is popular across many virtual worlds, whether it is encouraged by the site or not. Are you? Thanks. Whether it's encouraged by the site or not, it is a popular thing across the people who tend to enjoy sites like this. Now, our world did encourage roleplay. There were specific locations like the coffee shop where, I think it's called Buzz, where you could be a barista for like 15 minutes and earn a little bit of currency or flow. There was also the Cake Mania stand in Wonderland where you could basically play out a Cake Mania level but at your own pace. And there was also Flo's Diner in Electric Avenue where you could be a waitress. There was the ability to marry another player or adopt another player as your child. Now you can probably tell by my tone of voice and maybe my face that this is not something I am a big fan of, but we're about to get into why. On the face of it, marriage roleplay and adoption roleplay is a innocent thing. I have no problem with it when you know exactly who you are engaging in this roleplay with. I work
I don't
with
think I got.
kids, young children, and having
Well, I
roleplay
got deep into it.
and
Not that deep, but I
imagination
was deep
is a
enough.
really important part of
I
development
wasn't
and
deep, but
understanding how to
I was somewhat.
communicate, how to play,
I
your
was surface level, I
preferences
should say.
in your
More
interests,
surface level.
and finding out like your identity. I know our world is not the first space to implement this practice. Obviously, we've mentioned Roblox, and I know a couple of other virtual worlds and MMOs also have this mechanic in place, but since our world is the first one that I've covered on this channel that actually has it, we're going to look at it a little bit critically along with some other darker sides of our world in the next chapter. So this is where the warning and disclaimer is coming up. If you don't feel comfortable talking about grooming, things related or similar to that, skip to this time point where we will be talking about something else. We will get on into hacking and scamming on our world after this. So marriage and adoption in our world was introduced in 2013, and as mentioned, it allowed players to assign relationships with others in game. On the face of it, it's innocent, and it enables players to explore different roles, build up communities, or like virtual families with players that they've got friendships with online. Like, on the face of it, it's innocent, but it does open up the door to some less innocent and harmful interactions to occur. Like, it's all well and good that it's potentially filling up a void for people or enabling people to have relations.
You know, I said earlier that I only talked to like. Let me think. I think I said I talked to like 3 people on that. Now that I'm really remembering, it was more than 3 people. It was more than 3 people when I was on that as a kid. And I guess you could say I virtually dated some of these chicks, even though I've never seen what they look like. I guess I'd say that I somewhat dated them. I've had maybe a couple chicks back then threaten to kill themselves because I was with somebody else, and then I had to break up with that person to get with them, and now the other person wanted to kill themselves. I don't know what the fuck I was doing as a kid, man. And I probably shouldn't have been on that, but I was a kid with free internet access. And nobody was really monitoring. Well, you know what? No, that's a lie. Because I did get monitored on what the fuck I went on. And my mom knew that I got on our world a lot. Thing is, I don't think she ever really knew about all the people that I talked to on that. And I think most of the chicks I probably did talk to, most of the people that I talked to on there were older than me. Cause I was on there from like 6th to 8th grade. And then when I hit high school, I fucking switched to IMVU. I wanted to get on IMU during that time that I was fucking using our world, but for some reason, every time you download IMVU, it gives you a fucking virus on your fucking computer, so that was dead in the water. And then I somehow found fucking our world, and it's a shitstorm. It was a shitstorm. I don't know what the fuck I was doing as a kid. I just had, I had a lot of free time. I had a lot of free time because grades were horrible. Grades were horrible in school. I'm talking probably straight Fs. Well, no, not straight Fs. Maybe some couple Cs, couple Ds, maybe, and probably just straight Fs after that. And the reason I was mainly getting Fs is because I didn't do fucking work. I do class work, but I never do homework. All I know is I spent a lot of time on Our World. Met some people. Some people I'm still, well, two people I'm still in contact with. But other than that, yeah, that shit that, well, no. It wasn't just two people. It was four people, because I remember if I remember correctly, I got one of the Kick fucking using. I got somebody's fucking username for Kick, not Kick the streaming website. I'm talking about Kick the fucking chatting app. I got these two fucking sisters usernames on there, or fucking names, whatever the fuck. I got their names on fucking Kick, and I was chatting them on there after I stopped fucking using Our World. Kept in contact with them. That was though fucking years ago. I don't even fucking use Kick anymore. The one chick in Australia, haven't heard from her in maybe a decade. That one chick from a different country, I got her on Discord. Oh my god.
Are you injured, Sam?
And the other dude, I got him on fucking PlayStation. I just had way too much free time as a kid. And way too much internet access.
Relationships that they
Although
don't
I wasn't
have in real
groomed.
life
I was never
in an
groomed
online
on that.
space, when
I was never
consent can
groomed
be
on that.
misinterpreted so easily, and the reasoning behind why someone is partaking is a little bit blurry. It just does not sit right with me. We've mentioned it before, and I'll mention it again. I will mention it in every video about an MMO, that MMO and virtual world spaces inevitably did open up the door to some dangerous and harmful people to enter these sites with morally questionable goals. And it should be no shock or surprise to anyone that Our World as a site was not exempt from this, and having an in-game mechanic like marriage or adoption can enable, and in some cases actually validate, these behaviors for some people. Like, I can imagine there are some people watching this right now who don't understand why I have such a problem with this.
I got married to
and
chicks on
played
that
the
too,
game,
bro.
engaged with this mechanic, and didn't have a single issue. But this is not the same for everyone, and it would be
God.
naive
I should have never
to
got on Our World as a
believe
kid.
that it
I
was
should've.
100% used innocently.
Somebody should
I
have
think a
told
lot
me
of
no.
people like to avoid discussing or excuse people's experiences when it comes to things that happened on virtual worlds. Like, although these things aren't physically happening in real life, no one is being physically hurt. No one is literally trapped in a room with a malicious person. That doesn't take away from just how upsetting and distressing these experiences were. Unsolicited discussions or descriptions of inappropriate or adult behavior with children is incredibly harmful. And sometimes this does in fact go just beyond the screen and the computer. I actually found an example of this specifically with Our World. I don't know if they used the marriage mechanic in-game, but besides that, their experience building a relationship with someone on Our World led to real-world consequences. Now, I have got their permission to share their story, and they have chosen to stay anonymous, which is completely understandable given how traumatizing their experience was. Essentially, they formed a relationship with someone online, met up with them in real life, and they turned out to not be the person they expected them to be. Not only did they have a relationship with this specific individual, but they had multiple relationships that the other individual was not aware of. They ended up living with them for a short period of time, but eventually found their way out and back home. Now, to this day, this person is still affected by what has happened to them, and the fact that this person did this to them is terrifying. I hope that the individual who allowed me to share their experience briefly has managed to find some sort of healing or process which enables them to move on from that traumatizing experience that they've had, even just a little bit. And this is just one example of how virtual engagement can
Thank you.
In the place where I came from, no one gave birth to babies. They just stayed inside their mother's bellies.
Well, in our world, babies are born and grow up to be adults. Or at least they're supposed to.
It's only natural that Tamara wouldn't understand. After all, she was living in a realm of the dead. I wouldn't expect children to be born into such a place.
But Rainey's baby will be born, right?
In due time, of course. Isn't that so?
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Raindrops are falling on my head. And
just
like the guy whose feet are too big for his bed, nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling.
So I just did me some talking to the sun.
Oh, that was terrible.
I thought it was pretty good, actually.
So you'll be a mother who gives birth to her baby.
Mm-hmm. And I just can't wait.
Talk about terrible, Sam. I've heard dogs with better tones.
Funny. How long have I been going for? Hour for 54.
Hi, Sam. Tarman here. I'm pleased Rainey's feeling better. And now that that's settled, we're all set to continue linking up the continent. Your next main order requires you to retrieve some intriguing cargo. And for convenience's sake, we've decided to transport you to the mission area in the Magellan.
Thank God.
Speaking of the Magellan, I think it's high time this old girl's weaponry got a bit of an upgrade. I've gotten in touch with a researcher based in South Fort Knott for this very purpose. I'll need your help, of course, but the details can wait until we get there. I'm sure you're eager to get underway, but the tar currents nearby have grown unstable. It's going to be a bumpy ride. As a safety precaution, I'd like everyone to assemble on the bridge before departure. Come and join us as soon as you're ready.
So, operations at the Eastern Environmental Observatory are managed by just one man, all alone in the mountains. Must be terribly stressful. To survive in such extreme conditions, you cannot afford to let despair take root in your heart. Hope is an indispensable asset. Not to downplay the benefits of the cargo you brought, but the truth of the matter is that it won't make a difference for him that quickly. But what no doubt served to give him immediate comfort was the presence of a helpful soul. You, Sam. porters can be bearers of light for those struggling in darkness, he'll not soon forget what you've done, nor the warmth that filled his heart when you arrived.
Just a little more work, and we'll have linked up the whole continent.
Allow me to reestablish our connection with the network.
And we're off!
Who the fuck is tracking us? Ah, dude, that's on
Just
that.
went crazy. I've lost track of my hand. It's gone.
Are we caught in a surge?
I don't know. There shouldn't be any other currents in our vicinity.
Unidentified object approaching.
Everyone brace for impact. What's wrong?
The rudder's unresponsive.
I think something's dragging us.
The connection to my hand has been severed somehow. Right now, I'm flying blind.
Gilman, do you sense anything?
No, it's not a BT.
Well, something's still pulling us down.
Much deeper and the ship's hull won't be able to handle the pressure.
Evasive action!
Out of the way, Kitty!
It's no good. Can't break free.
Discharge tar ballast. Rapid ascent, now!
Too risky. We have no idea where we're going to surface.
We have no choice. Open blast shields.
If we don't do something, it'll crush us.
Hold it.
I'm hardly a repatriate, but I'm immortal enough. Damn. When'd you start rolling with such a big crew, Sam? Settle. Settle. Unless you want me to blow her head off. Well. You roll back the clock and that old time fall soaked hide of yours, huh? You know I'm only here to get revenge on you. And and Sam. Rest of y'all really have no quarrel with, so, you know, you let me keep the two of them and y'all can fuck off. No?
Y'all can fuck off.
All want to die together. Except for the fact that Sam's a repatriate, so can't really share in your sad fate. But before I pop him, he gets to watch me kill all y'all.
The fuck?
Ghost mech? So he's what? Mecha Higgs?
Sorry to disappoint. But I don't break that easy. So be it. It's gonna be that way. Y'all could all go down with the ship.
I think that Charlie's Higgs now.
It's all up to you, Sam.
No time to waste. Let's head out, Sam.
Sam, it looks like that thing coiled around the Magellan is some sort of giant ghost mech. You're our only hope of freeing the ship from its grasp. Gear up and get ready to head out. If you can get it to let go and draw it away from us, we should be able to provide fire support. We're counting on you, Sam. Sam!
Why can't I log in? It's already logged in, that's why.
The Magellan is a city.
Hold on. So I want to see the cutscene.
Sam, if you
Thing is, how the fuck did he find us? That's mad suspicious. How the fuck did he know we were in the tower?
right now. Head out and engage the enemy so we can get breathing room here. Bloody hell! The Magellan's in the bad way. Keep it together, Olga. Open fire now.
Are you okay, Sam?